It is the Etalus from Dr. Worm coming on through.
We got the fire character versus the water character on the earth stage. We Avatar out here.
Yeah, but either way, Avatar aside, we've just got to see what each of these elements have to bring to the table. Right now, Emerald getting a lot of damage off. This could turn to a kill very soon. Doesn't quite seem to be ready to parry these icicles, but Dr. Worm not ready to tech that downbeat, which honestly, I do not blame him. That's a very, very difficult one to tech if you're not ready.
Yeah, that was a really weird position. Like, I definitely, I got hit by that. I'm just gonna be straight up. Like, I didn't tech that either.
Oh?
And coming out already 2 stocks up.
Yeah, I mean, stock number 1 taken by a crazy downbeat. Stock number 2 taken by the Gatling. Stock number 3 getting taken by the Dacus, right? There's so many of these classic kill confirms coming on through. And we've seen Dr. Worm make these comebacks before, but right now, Emerald trying to make sure that we're not seeing a repeat of history.
Okay, he's doing a good job of keeping the pressure up, not letting Dr. Worm take his hits too far. Getting a random taunt in there. Yeah, look, it's a pretty bad situation for Dr. Worm right now. Fights his way back on the stage. But oh my god! What a shine spike!
Not just the shine spike. Emerald's triangle dash to start off that entire interaction was incredible. I mean, game number 1, very much in Emerald's favor. Game number 2, once again, going to the comfort pick of Merchant Port is what I'm assuming it is from Dr. Worm. We've seen the Merchant Port as a counter pick twice in a row now, so I can only imagine it's a comfort pick at this point.
I mean, hey, I'm just saying, like, this should be a comfort pick for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very neutral stage. It might not necessarily be the greatest Etalus stage out there, but it definitely is serviceable, to say the least. So, right now, Emerald still kind of running away with the control, not quite in terms of the stock count or the percent. I was about to say, you know, it was going to be an uphill battle for Dr. Worm, but immediately turning me into a liar.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing the comfort part of this comfort pick come out, because Dr. Worm is doing such a good job of, like, having his ice in all the right places at all the right times on the stage.
Yeah, and one thing to note there as well.
Of controlling things here.
Yeah, one thing to note there as well is Dr. Worm's icicles back to stage. You know, generally speaking, as Etalus, you don't really want to be going for these icicles. But with that spacing, we're actually seeing a lot of, you know, really good spacing from the Etalus icicles, because had they been parried, would have turned straight into an edge cancel, right? So I really like to see that kind of stuff here from Dr. Worm. But either way, it's just going to be a very uphill battle. Upstrung off of the parry, still going to be working out just fine though.
Yeah, it's a good way to get things started. It's always possible to make a comeback versus this character. This character, he's a big boy. It's always possible, but he's a big boy, so it can also be pretty hard if he gets momentum rolling again.
Oh, Dak is just
Emerald,
not.
The main focus is cheesing out.
Yeah, I mean, we can see that, you know, Emerald right now going to be able to even out that stock count. Dr. Worm in a little bit of trouble. Dacus is always on the table, though. You have to be very, very concerned. No air dodge on the Zetter.
Ooh, and just doesn't DI that quite right. Still, though, managing to start to mount a pretty good comeback at that final leg of the game, but not going to be quite enough to get that back.
Yeah, I mean, either way, the Endless Abyss counter pick, interesting. So, I will say, I actually really like this counter pick. So a lot of people, you know, say, hey, yeah, Endless Abyss as Etalus, really, really good stage. I personally like to counterpick Etalus to this stage because it's one of those stages where as long as you can get past the ground and neutral, then it's so unbelievably difficult for Etalus to recover. Like, look at this.
Yeah, icicles don't exist on the stage. Like, if you have Etalus in a bad spot, icicles, you just don't have to worry about them. Parry them every time. You don't have to worry about if there's a platform in the way, getting punished for, like, missing a parry. You just press the parry button.
Yeah, and right here, you know, in a lot of trouble, still has the air dodge for Dr. Worm, but what I will say, right, you're totally allowed to pick this as a counter pick into Etalus. You have to win the grounded neutral. Endless Abyss is a huge statement stage. If you pick this stage, you say, my grounded neutral is better than yours. And Etalus gets a huge boost in the grounded neutral on this stage, but once you can get past that point, it's so easy to punish him again and again. Once the Etalus is off stage, it's so difficult for them to come back, but not if you're gonna SD on that recovery.
That was so unfortunate. I was gonna be like, kill him. Do it now. And then he died.
I guess so. But you know, these fireballs coming through, making sure that you can't really get those free dash attack, wave dash backs. But Dr. Worm now in a lot of trouble. The Shine Upstrung not gonna come through. All right, no air dodge, no double jump, and Emerald in a lot of trouble here. Interesting option in neutral from Dr. Worm, but still gonna work out just fine.
What a good bagger to get back on stage, but just doesn't capitalize too heavily off of it.
And now we're just getting some very classic edge guarding from the Etalus. And this is Endless Abyss. You cannot be sleeping on anyone just yet. Just because you have the percent lead doesn't mean you have the stock. And off stage goes the Etalus, but off stage goes the Zetter, and this is a huge rough point.
And yeah, that Upstrong is gonna seal the deal. If I was Dr. Worm in that last stock, I'm terrified. I'm shaking in my boots because Emerald's been showing off that he's been pretty confident that he's been getting the combos, getting the advantage states. I would have been I was terrified that he was gonna die and just like get stuck in disadvantage the entire stock.
Yeah, maybe, but you know, super volatile stage, and as I've said before, if you lose on your counter pick, just go for the salty run back. If you lose in the salty run back, you never should have gone there in the first place. So I like the fact that Emerald is going for this salty run back here, but in the meantime, you know, you have to be winning this grounded neutral if you're going to be going for a stage like this. Here comes the easy bake edge guards is what I was going to say.
No,
but there we go.
Parry.
Yeah, the parry not quite going to work out.
Still has Dr. Worm on the back foot though, but gets sent off stage. This is pretty bad now. Ooh, that was such a cheeky angle.
Oh? Alright, so we've got the armor on Dr. Worm right now. Oh, just barely misses out on the timing for that down strong. Had that been a slight bit earlier, and it would have heavy armor through that one. It's been definitely rough to say the least for the Zetter. In the meantime, the stock count is going to get evened up, and so is the percent soon enough, but not if Dr. Worm can say anything about that.
Yeah, and...
No air dodge.
Oh my god. I was gonna say, like, Emerald's looking in a pretty good spot despite being behind on percent, but hey, that ain't the case anymore. he's ahead.
Welcome to Endless Abyss, baby.
And such good DI on the forward air. It didn't even look like it was almost gonna kill.
Yeah, but you know, if at first you don't succeed, we try again, and Dr. Worm now in quite a bit of control in this grounded neutral. Forward air off stage. Etalus in control here. Forward strong not quite gonna kill just yet. No double jump on this recovery. Oh my god.
Down B, but
no resources.
Never mind. What a bad down B. You put him in such a bad spot.
Oh, and there it is.
Seal
The forward air to take it all in winners finals. Dr. Worm moving on to winners side grand finals as Emerald and me moving back down to take on the Orcane. And we're seeing the Zetter Orcane matchup once again. Terra Shot might be a little bit warmed up